to another outstanding live stream. So, before I do dive in, I am going to wait for all of the regulars to scroll on in. So, I am just going to sit back and chill. Hey, what's happening, L? Man, L, after our last live stream, bud, you kind of showcased your last receipt, and I was kind of expecting the new figure to arrive, and sure enough, what did arrive today? New package from Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, and I know exactly what's inside that box. I got a bunch of retros in the mail today. Yep. I tell you, man, like it just seems like Mondays, it always seems to be like holiday or something for a lot of people, man. Also, man, like last couple of days, I was getting hot and heavy into my tournaments, man, because I want to get a couple videos up for this week's tournaments. Obviously, Sunday was just more of like a preview for the week for the tournament, and Tuesdays and Thursday, obviously, just part one, part two for the week. But Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays are going to be actual tournament days. So 3 days a week, I think that should be more than enough, especially when you're looking at about 30 to 45 minutes, per video. So it's going to be pretty hectic as far as, tuning in, video watching. Got my Danhausen and Flair today. Oh, that's awesome. I mean, I like them. And I was kind of like goofing off last, what was it, Friday? Yeah, Friday, because it was a Halloween. Those little bastards, man. Those little bastards. Those little bastards, they stole the damn candy. I thought it was like when my wife said that they emptied out the tray of candy, or me welcome in Bum Shadows. Hey, what's going on, brother?
What's up, dude? How's it going?
Going good, man. I was just kind of talking about the little assholes that kind of jack that bowl of candy on a Halloween. Little freaking hood rats, man.
Nice, dude. Oh, shit.
Yeah, so like normally whenever I get like some new figures in, man, like I kind of like hold the figures in my hand, right? 'Cause I just want to kind of like beat them back and forth, just kind of like get the sensibility of how they operate, right? Now, obviously, I'm a grown ass man. I don't sit there and play wrestling figures because I feel awkward as hell. But like Ric Flair, like if it wasn't a Ric Flair figure, if he was just like some random character, he would be a jobber for me. Like he's got a decent enough pose, but like it's not it's not like over the top. Like that Danhausen big rubber guy, it's not like Sid Vicious Galoob, right? It's not something that like's overly exciting. But like it's serviceable. Like he's got enough differentiation in the poses where there are like so many different techniques and poses. Like there's a lot you could do with that figure. Like I was sitting there like different techniques. Like I was beating the hell out of Flair. I
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was
No, I saw those. Yeah, on what's it called, on Major and everything. The Danhausen, and yeah, the Flair is same pose, right? Every single time.
yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
yeah. I did
much.
I noticed that? Yeah, I did see that for sure. It's kind of interesting. Repays,
Yeah,
you know.
I was jobbing the hell out of Flair, and I'm like, yeah, Danhausen. If I ever decide to, kind of create like what like the hell's that guy's name? Playtime Wrestling, something like what he does with his actual federation or something with like the LJNs. I think he's like the well, because a lot of other guys they do like Hasbro style federations,
Yeah.
but not too many guys actually do actual LJN style federations, videos and stuff like that. So, but
No, that's cool. You know who does actually is you remember Jamie Noble, the wrestler, Jamie Noble.
does he have an alternate name
He
or
has a yeah, he has like an LJN fed.
I gotta check that out because I'm not familiar
Yeah.
with that. Does he have a specific channel or something? Or
Yeah, I think yeah, I think he has like a YouTube. I saw it on the like major thing, and they were talking about it because he collects the big rubber guys too and puts them in the Fed.
that'd be cool, man.
I
Yeah,
gotta actually check it out now that I just described it out loud. I don't know why I didn't search into it a little more, but yeah, I want to watch it now.
yeah, 'cause I could see like Danhausen being like one of those cats that I would actually use as like a heavyweight champion. Like he would be a very utilized figure, I think.
Mhm.
But I could see like a lot of people being pissed off that like what the hell you doing using Danhausen in a heavyweight title bout beating Ric Flair? Are you insane?
Yeah, yeah, right.
Let's see.
Seriously.
El says big rubber guys kind of smelled, not used to that. Well, shoot, man. I opened up that freaking Hulk Hogan from Mattel like on Saturday, and it didn't stink, but like it's not like a familiar smell that you'd usually get from like a big rubber guy or an LJN figure. So that was a different, unique, different type of smell. Oh, and Matt Maniacs, I haven't gotten a single one of those yet, so I'm still kind of looking for my first pickup. I'm still kind of looking for like the first Series 2 pickup from Matt Maniacs.
Yeah, I haven't pulled the trigger on that either. They do look cool. I like the idea of them, but just too many retros.
Yeah. So he's talking about KWKs, and I'm like I don't think KWK figures would break, but here's the thing, like I value those so much. Like I'd be hesitant to even mess with those because for the simple fact that they're valuable. Like we're talking $200 figures right there. So it'd be like messing with like any of the Hasbro Series 11 figures, right? You
Yeah,
don't mess with any of that like Atom Bomb or Purple Crushes. Oh, you
right.
don't touch a Purple Crush. You
Yeah,
want to crush, you grab the Demolition or you grab the Series 7 figure because I mean Demolition Crush is like a $25 figure. You want a Corner Crush, it's like a $40, $50 figure. You grab a darn Series 11, you're talking about a $500 piece right there. So you
yeah,
don't touch the Series 11 pieces at all. I mean, they were display only. So you're
yeah.
not saying, here, Jimmy, enjoy.
Yeah.
That's some BS. You don't give those to your kids or anything like that. That's insanity. Oh,
Seriously.
I did want
Yeah.
to talk about so right up at the beginning of the channel or right up at the beginning of the conversation, I was talking about the tournament.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I did film 2, videos, round 1, part 1, and part 2 so far. So, they've already been scheduled for, tomorrow and for Thursday.
Nice.
So, I'm bad at this. Like, back in, like, 21 I mean, back in 21, I found, like, a few different channels that were making these type of videos. Jason F obviously was, like, one of the big ones that were because I actually watched his to completion.
Oh yeah. Nice, dude.
And I remember his freaking tournament videos, like they were like 15 to 20-minute videos. I'm like, dude, I'm jealous as hell of his tournaments because I can't do that. If you go back to any of my previous tournaments, all of my tournament videos, they're like 30 to 45 minutes each.
Yeah.
I'm like, how the hell are you making these videos? How are you making these matches in like, how are you choosing a winner in like 3 minutes?
Yeah, you're right, right.
Like, I'm sitting there and I'm talking about, like, each figure for, like, 8 minutes, and so when I'm getting to my winner, I'm talking about each matchup, it takes me, like, 10 minutes to before I select my winner. So, like, literally, like, the shortest video, if I have, like, 4 matchups, like, a shortest video I've ever made is, like, 25 minutes.
Yeah,
So, like, my goal this time around was literally 25-minute videos max.
yeah,
And my first video was going like 35 minutes. I think this last video went like 43 minutes. I'm like,
yeah.
I suck at this. And I know a lot of people are telling me that, dude, we want the longer videos, but I want my newer viewers, I want people that are finding my channel for the first time, I want them to be able to tune in and subscribe to the channel and watch my videos from start to finish. I don't want them to watch my video for like 4 minutes, 7 minutes, 11 minutes, and then just stop watching because it's just too long.
Right.
And they're not gonna watch a 45-minute video. I know it. Um, yeah, people that have been watching my channel for like 2 years, 3 years, yeah, they're probably gonna watch a 45-minute video, but new viewers aren't gonna do so, right? And
Yeah.
so that's why I kinda wanna make these shorter videos, but I don't have it in me to shut the hell up as I'm demonstrating right here.
It's all good, dude. I know it like a little bit with the fig fit. I had to trim them down because of the same thing. Like I try to make like a long like Royal Bumble. I thought that was pretty brilliant there. But I did one of those matches and like it was a half hour or something, and I found like it was too long for people, and I cut it down to like between like 15 and actually 25 minutes was my limit. So that
Yeah.
worked out pretty good for me. And I think it was like a good amount of time. And that would be one match and like maybe an interview or something, with the figure. So I hear you, man. It's hard to cut it down. Like a lot of
One
editing
of
sometimes.
one of my unposted videos, someone, who was it? It was a long time viewer of the channel, like 2 years ago, asked me to make an actual wrestling match. Well, I don't make figure matches, right? It's not my
Yeah.
thing, and I don't even remember what a lot of holds are match. Like I had to ask somebody, like, "What the hell is this?" I don't know. It's called
Yeah.
atomic. It's called an atomic drop. Like I couldn't remember what the hell it was called. Like somebody had to remind me what the hell that damn move was called. like so,
Oh,
like
man.
I haven't watched wrestling in such a long time that I don't remember what a lot of holds are called. Like like what a lot of wrestlers special moves that were called. Like I don't remember a lot of that stuff, right? So
Yeah.
I don't like to do special like one-on-one matches. I don't like to do tag team matches. Even as a kid, that
Yeah.
didn't appease me. I liked Royal Rumbles. It was my favorite as a kid. It's my favorite now. So
Yeah.
as a kid, same thing. I like to have the opportunity to wrestle with a bunch of different figures, a bunch of different characters all at one time.
Yeah.
So when they kind of, hey, can you do a wrestling match? I'm like, special request. I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
I could. I put together a pretty good Royal Rumble. I mean, it was about an hour 10 minutes long. So I mean, it was a legitimate Royal Rumble. But
Wow. Oh, that's
the
awesome,
comment
dude.
the commentary was straight trash. Like I could wrestle it pretty decently, but like I could only talk about the two guys I'm wrestling at that particular moment. Put them down, bring up the next two, talk about that,
Yeah.
talk about I my commentary sucked. So
Yeah.
I'm like private. I can't post this. Sucks.
Oh, man.
So that would've been fun to post, like, if I was posting it for, like, six-year-olds to watch, but,
Yeah.
like, for grown ass men to sit there and I would've been humiliated like crazy, so, like, no.
Yeah, man. I mean, with the Fig Fed, I kind of have the luxury of just doing impressions because I use
Yeah,
Vince McMahon, which I can do good. I'm working on a better King impression, but
yeah.
yeah, it's I just kind of imitate him and then it works out. So but like extreme, like there was one point I was like, the good looking Shawn Michaels. It just like kept selling like how Vince like finds him
Yeah,
attractive and stuff. So I'd
that's
mess it
pretty
with it a little bit like
nice.
that.
That's pretty sweet. So I was saying here earlier, I was reading through these comments, but I wanted to go back here because, he was saying something about, he was talking about Berserker, Max Minolet. I didn't get Ox Baker, but obviously we saw the three different versions of Berserker. I think I got all the Max Moons. Barry Horowitz. I don't think I ever ordered Barry Horowitz, even though he definitely is the one from the company I definitely want. So actually, did they ever have those pre-orders up?
Yeah, they had four of them, and it was actually before the whole tariff situation or whatever. it was like they were like wicked cheap, dude. They were like 15 a piece or something, and then they all went up from there. So I got on that early, and I lucked out on that one.
Because if I missed out on that, I'm gonna be I'm ticked because I definitely wanted those too.
I think
So
J&J they're still on there.
mm, so I think I read through all of these, but let me go backtrack. Well, here's another thing. Weird because Mattel LGNs have breathing holes in the bubble, and I think we hit on that before,
Hmm.
and the whole idea about the holes I think we talked about was for mold.
Yeah,
When you open up the bubbles, and sometimes you see those little liver spots on the back of the figures. I
yeah,
think the whole idea of putting them in is the fact that 40 years later, you don't want those green spots on your figures. I
yeah,
think
yeah.
that's the idea behind that.
Dude, I did see online like somebody like I should have like posted it or shared it or whatever, but like this guy had a Logan Paul that his kid like broke, and in the middle there's just this huge like plastic piece, and it comes apart, and it's just his legs with like a huge like fleshy looking plastic piece. I'll keep it PG. You can use your imagination there,
It
but
was
yeah, it
funny.
was pretty
Yeah.
interesting to see.
I love the comments because even the guy in the comments like, well, you know what? He is a dildo in real life too. And I thought
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
and I thought that was like, you know what? That just fit in beautifully.
That was nice. Yeah, I think I did see that, yeah. Yeah, I
And I'm
saw the
like, that is
post and I was
awesome.
like, "Oh, man, that's crazy."
But I'm like,
They don't
and
make them like they used to.
so everyone that's like, oh God, you know what? Who was it? It was one of my commenters, and not just one of my commenters, but a longtime viewer, and longtime subscriber. Uh, I would have argued longtime supporter, but damn, like this guy, he knew that I was trying to do my own action figure line, and he made this really hateful comment, and I'm like, dude, you know what I'm trying to do, and you're making this comment basically trying to put me out of business. Now, I'm not in business, so technically it doesn't really affect me, but what if it does? Puts me out of business before I even get the opportunity. So it kind of hurt, especially thinking like, hey, we're kind of friends, we're kind of YouTube friends,
Yeah.
whatever. Um,
Oh, man.
I hope that Mattel puts all you customizers, uh, all you resellers, et cetera, like Big Rubber Guys and Latuni, et cetera, and all the customizers who operate out of home, you know, taking a Roddy Piper figure, repainting it to look like Bob Backlund, for example, et cetera.
Right, right. I guess you.
And I'm like, dude, that's kind of like an asshole thing to say,
Yeah,
but because they're selling their figures for $25, and Big Rubber Guys, Latuni, they're selling their figures for $50. Well, shoot, what about me? What if I need to sell my figures for $100? I'm not a billion-dollar corporation like Mattel. I can't
right.
buy a hundred gazillion figures from the factory and get
Mm,
these figures bought for a penny.
yeah, yeah,
Exaggeration, but you get the idea. So someone's gonna come in the comments and be like, Mattel's not buying their stuff for a penny. I'm like, dude, again, exaggeration. Trying to make
yeah,
a point here. But
yeah,
so I'm coming out of pocket, and I have to buy a select amount of figures, and because I'm buying fewer, that means the cost of goods is going to be a lot higher. So obviously, I have to pay more for the cost of goods, and I have to charge more in order to earn the certain profit off of that. So I have to charge more, and the fact that he was saying that, like, I hope that Mattel puts you all out of business. I'm like, and at the same time, you look at like Mattel overall, like you look at Mattel Elites and like all this other product that Mattel isn't like a very good. Their product isn't all that great.
right.
So, yeah, they have some items that I really like, Mattel retros, like they're okay, right?
Mhm.
But
Right.
when you look at they're okay for a line, but they're still cheap products, right?
Right.
That's like $15 items. You look at them compared to Hasbro's, they're not very comparable. And even to today's standards, there's a reason why Hasbro's today are $50 figures to Hasbro being or retros being like $5 figures, depending on what series you're looking at. Some
Right.
being $10, etc. Even like Diesel or Junkyard Dog Series 10. A couple years ago, those were like $100 figures.
Yeah.
I see them today. Junkyard Dog, I saw it selling a couple weeks ago, sold for less than $40.
Wow.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
what the hell? Like
Damn.
my mind was blown. I was pissed.
Yeah. I remember that Ric Flair too being up there for a little bit, and that's come down.
Yes. I've had a Ric Flair on my eBay for like $100, $125 forever.
Mhm.
Because I paid well over 100 some dollars for it.
Yeah.
And I bought two of them. Well, I accidentally overpaid for one, and then I think somehow I bought a second one. I don't know how I got the second one. Oh, you know what? I bought one, and I think I bought another one because I was going to open it, but then I ended up buying a loose one. So I ended up having two carded, and then I ended up getting the loose one, so I didn't have to open up the second one. So that's how I ended up with two carded. So the one that was in not as good shape as the other one, I ended up putting up on eBay for sale, and it's been up there forever. That
Yeah.
one's never gonna sell, but
Yeah.
I'm not like I said, I'm not going to sell it for pennies. If I can't get back what I paid into it, it's just gonna sit there.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel about that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, I mean, yeah. I mean, you can only accept what you can accept. You know what I mean? When you put the money in, you want to get something back on it. I mean, it makes sense to me.
Yeah, absolutely. Uh, AL, yeah, man. Hopefully those LGN vids, those tournament videos, do really well. I actually said last year when I did tournament, my third LGN tournament, I actually think that third LGN tournament was probably my best work as far as my LGN tournament videos. I kind of feel like my Remco tournament was my favorite, which was kind of very odd, but third LJN tournament was my favorite. I think I did my best work on that, and it by far had the fewest views of any of my LJN tournaments, and I have no idea why.
Hmm.
But I also kind of feel like the same thing with these live streams because for the last year or so, I've actually started incorporating thumbnails and with my live streams, I don't really have any rhyme or reason with my thumbnails. I just put like random horror themed thumbnails in my live stream, so
Right. Right.
it really has nothing to do with the live stream. I just like the horror
Yeah, that's
theme.
cool.
So
I like it.
uh, and that's what I was doing with my LGN tournament. I was putting like all these horror themed thumbnails in my LGN tournament, and I wanted it to be really easy to identify, my channel.
Right.
So when people saw those icons, they knew it was me. Maybe that made it more difficult for people to find me, to find my tournament, but I mean, you could see those themes, you could see my titles. I don't
Yeah.
know, but
Right.
like my videos were getting like 73 views, 110 views, 125. Like, why? I didn't understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and even when I was getting to like the very end, right? The last three videos, last five videos, I thought those videos at least were going to explode. And, they were doing like the same as the rest of them. Like
Yeah.
it just didn't make sense. Um, so this time around, I'm noticing something. I thought with my last tournament that maybe I was never going to do another LGN tournament. This time, I thought maybe this would definitely be the last tournament I ever make. Two videos in, I'm already looking forward to the fifth to year 5 of the tournament because
Nice.
I'm already seeing that 128 figures maybe might actually be too small. So Dave Thomas and I we've been talking, and he actually recommended that I incorporate big rubber guys into the tournament. And I thought, you know what, big rubber guys, they're major wrestling figure podcast. They're not LJN, but
Right.
and then he pointed out, you know what? What about Ram Treasures? I incorporate them into it, but I still look at Ram Treasures as LJN. So
Right.
they're customs. They're still custom LJNs. So they got to be part of the tournament, right?
Hmm.
Uh, but what if we incorporate big rubber guys? Does that mean we incorporate Latuni? Does that mean we incorporate Mattel LJNs?
Right. Right.
The other side of it, I do have all. Maybe I'm missing one or two big rubber guys. Like I think I'm missing Bloody Harley Race,
Wow.
and I think that's it. Maybe I'm missing one other big rubber guy, but I have them all carded, but I don't have them all loose. That
Right.
means that I got to go in and I got to pull all the packages out and take them off card. That's going to be annoying as hell. I'm not going to want to do that.
Right. Right.
So, additionally, do I think that Ethan Page is going to win my tournament? I mean, do I want to pull Ethan? So no, I mean, do I want to add all of that? Probably not.
Yeah.
Uh, Now I could do what I could stick to 128 figures, right? And I could pull like a lot of the customs LJNs out of this tournament, like I'm doing this year, and pull my favorite big rubber guys and put them in those places.
Right.
Pull some of my favorite Latuni figures and put them in some of those places, and maybe make it different that way. And in year 5, make it a little bit different than how I have it this year.
Right.
So I am looking forward to doing a year 5 next year.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun, man. Just like creating things, like it's just I love it, dude. I'm actually gonna be getting back into the fig fed and really focusing on doing that for the next couple months. So, but I can, yeah, it's just fun. Like you kind of the creative part of it, where you can just kind of make your own matches, your own like way, your own, your own outcomes and everything, and it's cool for sure.
Absolutely, man. Uh,
Yeah.
so so Adrian says, "What's up, guys? Hey, what's happening, buddy?" All right. Fladio says, "Royal Rumble is a great idea. I love Rumbles. I mean, I've always loved Rumbles. They've always been my favorite, and just what it is, man." That was hilarious, man. All right. uh, oh, dude, the one story I was telling you about today, that one story with the Hodge twins. So I gotta talk about this because it irritates the living snot out of me. So there's this woman. I don't know if this was her son. She claims that it wasn't her son. I guess she was just a babysitter. I don't know. Whether it was her son, it wasn't her son, her nephew, next door neighbor, irrelevant. This little 2-year-old boy, he's found out in the parking lot. Good Samaritan finds this little baby, picks him up, brings him into the store, Walmart, whatever. Calls the police. This freaking psychopath, this damn hood rat, lunatic, pulls this damn baby out of this man's hands, drags the baby into the store. Walking, slams this baby into the damn shopping cart. Now I'm not saying she places him into the shopping cart, into the seat. No, I'm just
Mm. Ugh, yeah.
like a freaking lunatic. Not, where did you go? Oh my God, are you okay? don't do that. Don't walk away. Don't leave. Not thank you. Thank you so much for finding my baby. Not like no. She freaking actually has the audacity to freaking yell at this man, because he had called the cops to report that he had found a baby, out and about walking by himself. And
Yeah.
then the cops show up, and she's going back and forth, yelling at the cops, threatening them, and all this crap. And I'm like, and it's been 9 freaking years. It's been almost a decade later, and freaking criminals are still using this whole "I can't breathe." When are these morons gonna freaking learn that that damn excuse is getting old? Do you know how many times? And I love YouTube. It's my TV viewing. I don't watch TV. I watch YouTube. So it doesn't matter what I'm watching, whatever whatever YouTuber I'm watching, uh, whatever they're reviewing, whatever, like police camcorder shows or whatever, right? That whatever they're whenever somebody's being arrested, that's always their go-to. This white drug addict is being arrested. This black woman, this Hispanic woman, this Asian woman. Oh, there's men too. Don't think it's just females. No, it's men too.
Mhm.
Sex doesn't matter. It's always one man freaking did it almost a decade ago, and now all of a sudden, every time somebody's arrested, everybody's got to use that goddamn excuse. And I could not imagine being a goddamn police officer in this day and age.
Mm.
Every freaking goddamn time having to hear that damn excuse. Like it's a get out of jail free card just because somebody says that. I just want to punch somebody in the gut. I'm telling you, I could not be a police officer.
Yeah.
If,
Yeah.
eh, if I were to hear that one damn time, I would freaking tase their ass and I would whoop out a damn baton and start beating their ass. Oh, can you breathe now? I I would I would go from being the nicest person in the world to being a freaking the biggest asshole if I hear that crap. That is so infuriating.
Yeah.
The simple fact that this lunatic left a damn 2-year-old unattended. I mean, how the hell does a 2-year-old make it out of a big ass freaking super center like Walmart and out the damn store in a parking lot by himself?
Yeah.
You're gonna let a baby that my mind was flabbergasted.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, I have to say, like you were saying, being a police officer, like, wow, man, like I could never personally do it. There's the shit day in and day out that you have to like deal with, just on the daily. Like one day, I think would break me, to be honest. It's crazy, man. It is though. That's like, I mean, geez, I could never imagine some of the stuff they've seen.
oh,
Yeah, it's crazy.
I like these police cam videos and law and all these like Law and Order type not Law and Order this TV show, but like like I said, the little police cam type stuff. What is that other one? It's not called Law and Order, but it's called Law something. It's like a YouTube channel, but a lot of these channels, like Lindy Glenn, does a lot of those recaps. The Hodge twins, like I said, they do a lot of those recaps. So Levi Nix does some of these recaps, I believe. But they do a lot of that stuff, and I like them. I love those reviews, those recaps, and they're fun to watch. But they're also extremely annoying. My wife, she gets mad at me like, "Why do you watch this stuff if it aggravates you?" Yes, it's aggravating, but they're also entertaining.
Right.
I mean, if I watch the Cubs play baseball and they're absolutely getting their butts kicked by the Cardinals 16-1, it's a baseball game. It's the Cubs baseball game. They're absolutely getting trashed, but guess what? I love baseball. I'm a Cubs fan. I want to support the team. I want to watch the game. So And being in Kentucky, how many opportunities do I get the chance to watch a Cubs game, right? So
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it, right? So it's still fun to watch regardless.
Right. No, definitely, man.
All right, let me go back to some more of these comments
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, the J&J figure still has some of the Bear Horowitz available, so that's cool. I gotta jump on there. Probably not today, but I'll jump on there tomorrow though. Probably not all the variants, but if we could get at least one of those suckers, I think that'd be cool. Yeah, I got a couple. I mean, I got both those headbangers, both loose and carded. So that it was nice to get those 2 packs back in the day. That was really nice. So KWK's help me ranking. Do you want to answer that question first? As far as where do you put the retros, KWK or Wrestle Something Wrestlers?
What's that? I'm sorry. I had to adjust something. What were you saying?
I think we asked that or answered that question before. As far as where do you rank the KWKs and Wrestle Something Wrestlers among the retro figures?
Oh, okay. I think the KWK are good, but as far as like being Hasbro like, I wouldn't say as much. I mean the size and everything, but just the look of them. But they're really good though. At the same time, I really like them. I will say the Wrestle Something wrestlers are pretty on to like a Hasbro. Like they're pretty good. Like I'll say like them and like Hastel is probably I'll say right up there with like I think like close to a closest to a Hasbro. But I do like KWK though.
Yeah. So I mean, if I had to put a number on it, I'd probably say put it like this. I put Wrestle Something Wrestlers 2 and KWK 4. But again, with asterisk. And you got to break it down further to have a better understanding. So I'll start with KWK. The way that Matt Cardona kind of talks about zombie sailors, he says zombie sailors he puts at a different level, a different pedestal than the rest of the retro lines, right?
Yeah,
I look at KWK as a different pedestal than the rest of the retro lines because again they're bigger, wider figures than the actual Hasbro's, right?
right,
So
right.
in terms of overall value, KWK is basically number one.
Yeah,
I mean, there's no comparison with any other line.
right.
Like I said, when you look at the KWK, they're like all of them. They're like $200 figures. Grapplers and gimmicks, zombie sailors. I mean, you could take all of those lines, put them all in one. None of them, in terms of monetary value, cannot compare to a single KWK figure.
Yeah,
You take a Mantar figure or one of the original Max Moon figures.
yeah,
Uh, like I said, they're like $200 figures, where these guys are all $40 figures. So you're looking at like what, 120, $160 in value comparison. Um, I still say Mantar is like with that accessory could potentially be one of the greatest action figures ever. So, but then again, you compare him to like a Mattel Retro. Mattel Retros, which are supposed to be the direct descendant to Hasbro's, again, they are bigger, wider figures than Hasbro. So they fall in the same issue with KWK. So retros, I say, are like number five, right? So they actually fall below or behind KWK in that respect. So it's not that they are worse than these other figures. It's just that their bodies don't mesh up as
yeah,
well with Hasbro as these other lines.
right,
That's why I say grapplers and gimmicks are number one in terms of comparable size. And I say wrestle something wrestlers are number two because they are more comparable in display and in comparable size. And I say Epic Toys are like right there, number three.
yeah,
But
yeah,
again, value, monetary value. look, playability, scale, size wise, Epic Toys could even be number one in that
Yeah.
respect. So, but for now, I still say grapples and gimmicks, wrestle something wrestlers, Epic Toys. I go KWK and I go Mattel Retros in the top five as being the most Hasbro style in that respect.
Yeah. Yeah. I would I'm pretty much with you on that, you know. Yeah, because Epic, I kind of forgot to mention them, but yeah, they I would agree with you and say they're right there with like wrestle something wrestlers. Like, but I'll give a little edge to wrestle something wrestlers. I can't believe how impressed I was by a Scotty Too Hottie figure, but I was impressed by the Scotty Too Hottie figure. I have to admit, I was like, wow, this is really good. So
Hey, what's happening, Troy? Hey, what's up, Corey? Do you incorporate the mail away Sergeant Slaughter, LJ, and Hasbro? If you do, where did he rank in the past? When I first did my original LJN tournament, I thought about that long and hard, and the what eventually came up with, if I did incorporate him, he probably would have won the entire tournament. So before I even began that tournament, I'm like, he would have won. So at the end of the day, I'm like, you know what? He's Hasbro, not LJN. So I decided not to include him. So any of the previous three tournaments, I never included the Hasbro LJN mail away. So he's never been part of the tournament, and he will not be part of this fourth tournament either. Hey, what's up, Caleb? What's your question, buddy? Yeah, man, I saw one of those other emails that I got about the Killer Bees and Islanders, and I actually tried to look at them today to see if I could even pre-order them. And I think Islanders is, even though I hit the button that said US pre-order, you couldn't order the Islanders. You could only pre-order the Killer Bees, and we actually already have a Killer Bees from a
yeah,
previous order. So I
yeah,
don't know if this Killer Bees is a brand new set or if it's one from a previous, if it's the exact same set or not. So I actually have to look at the set I already have. But
yeah, yeah.
the Islanders actually look really awesome.
Yeah, they got like the jackets and like the shoes, I think. But I personally had to pass that one up. I did pre-order the Islanders though. I did
So
get on that.
the Killer Bees, I kind of this is what bothered me about Epic Toys Demolition, and when I got the Killer Bees, I quickly changed my mind. I don't know if you agree on this or not. I hate the magnetic heads. Like
Yeah, yeah,
I despise it with a passion.
yeah,
Uh the Dallas Diamond Page uh magnetic arms destroyed the figure for me. It could have
yeah,
been good. The arms destroyed it.
yeah,
The demolition, perfect figures. That magnetic heads destroyed it for me.
yeah,
Then we got the Killer Bees, the cloth heads, and I'm like, maybe if they had magnetic heads where you had, regular heads and then you had magnetic heads that were swapped out with the Killer Bee,
yeah,
mask, maybe that would have been better. And I'm
yeah,
like, oh my God, I'm going back on my own word.
yeah,
So
yeah. No, I hear you, man.
for the first time, I thought when actually seeing that, I'm like, maybe with demolition, with the removable heads, with the regular face paint, compared to the mask heads, maybe they were onto something with that particular design. But the heads, they pop off so easy, like they're
Yeah,
only for display. Like if you and I get it, man. Like so many people can come into the comments, right, and be like, they're for adult collectors, they're not for kids.
Yeah.
That's what it's intended for. And I understand that, but remember, everything that I think about, they're toys. At the end of the day, they are toys.
Right. Yeah.
And I will always look at them with the toy mindset, with a child's mindset. And I will, and even though I'm not playing with them, I still want to think about like how would I utilize them if I were, right?
Right.
And if you're batting these suckers around, I don't want these freaking heads flying off every time I move the darn figure around. Or if I'm moving the figure around on the display case and it falls off and it hits the ground and the darn head flies off. I,
Yeah.
who wants that?
Yeah,
So
dude, you're preaching to the choir here. The Fig Fed trying to tape those guys. My God, the heads falling off. DDP, the thing with the arms. Like, then they'll fall, and I can't find them, and I'm like looking under things and everything. I'm like, man. And then I like have to fill up a seed, but I can't find Axe's head. I'm like, I'm like, where'd it go, man?
um,
I like the idea, but yeah, I see what you're saying. It just doesn't stay on right. So it's kind of like, but I see what also too what you're saying about the killer bees because those masks suck. But like
yeah,
it was a good idea, but you know,
yeah. Well, when I display those suckers, like the mask, I just like have the hands up like so, and the mask just kind of sit in their hands. Like
yeah, that's a good idea. That's
so
a good
like I don't
idea.
put them because the head sculpts are really good, and I
Yeah,
don't want to cover up their heads, so I just put the mask on their hands.
yeah, yeah,
So
exactly. Yeah, I like those figures.
so Corey says copy. I got to meet the Sarge at a wrestling convention in Baltimore a few years ago. Got you know I know Kirk got a chance to meet Sergeant Slaughter as well, and it's funny because he got to put him in the club. And he got a picture taken of that as well, which I thought was really hilarious.
Nice, dude.
Got a pic of us saluting each other and another giving knife hand to each other. It was awesome. His daughter had a podcast on YouTube last time I looked. Yeah, she does. Was it a what was her channel? Damn, was it a Facebook page too? Because I think she had a Facebook page. In fact, I think I might actually have be friends with her on Facebook. There was a point where like I was because I was trying to like go live on Facebook and found out you had to have like 100 friends on Facebook, and of course I wasn't friending people on Facebook ever. You know, for like the longest time, I didn't have a Facebook account. In fact, I didn't think I'd even sign up for a Facebook until like 2023 or something like that.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
And and at that point, I only signed up for Facebook because at that point, like a friend or an old friend told me, "Hey, you want to build your YouTube? Have a Facebook. Have
yeah,
an Instagram." Well, I didn't sign up for Instagram until like probably earlier this year, and so I signed up for Facebook, but I didn't do anything with it, and so like earlier this year, wanted to go live on Facebook, and I just a few months ago I just started like sending out a bunch of friend requests, and finally just built that thing up to like massive. Well, massive for me. I mean, for most people, it's like nah. And I think I added like a bunch of wrestlers and a bunch of wrestler family members and stuff. So I think she might actually be on there.
yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, I find like Facebook, it does help, and Instagram, I took that direction too, and it does help. You know, it does help you with the YouTube. Gives you at least a couple other outlets to let people know what's going on. You know.
Oh, I also put in the description of this video that we were gonna do a bum boxing, and I'm like, I always gotta steal this man's verbiage.
Oh, all right, man. I got you. Oh, you got it. There we go. Oh,
But
all right.
I
I'm
know I
interested.
know
Let's
that
see.
I know that you said you got something to bum box. I got my own bum boxing as well.
Oh, there
So
we go.
I don't know if you want to go first or
Um,
Actually, I
do
want to see what you got
do we
because I
have
know
the
you got some
same
retro.
thing? Is what I'm asking.
I got mine from Big Rubber Guys.
Oh, all right, so we're different then. Okay, I got the much anticipated Mitch, the Hustle Man figure. If I can actually put it where you can see it. There he is in all his glory.
It's not a bad figure, actually.
Where's his little fit? Oh, there we go. The sticker. And I'll admit, I was against this in the beginning. I was just, I don't know. But then I like thought about it, and the more I thought about it, I'm like, well, what do I care? He wants to make a figure of himself. Go for it. And then when I saw it was $29.99, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get that. So I did complete like 180 on this. But I'm gonna open them up right now, or bumbox him, if you will. Oh, he came right off. But there he is. Try to. Then he's got. I know it's gonna come up backwards, but he's got a little mic. I think that's the one that came with like Lord Alfred Hayes and Sean Mooney, maybe.
So is that the exact same figure as any other previous releases?
I think it's. I'm trying to think. I should have brought out the Lord Alfred and the Sean Mooney. I want to say a lot of that. The head does, it does look like him. The mic, all right, it's a kind of hostile thing. It doesn't really sit in his hand too well because it just fell out. It kind of just gently rests in there. But other than that, I mean, it does. All right, it really looks like him. Holy crap! It's really funny, actually. It's a cool figure. I mean, he's for the Fig Fed. I'm gonna have him in the crowd. So he'll stand out with the pink suit and everything
The-
too. So no, it's a good. You know what? For what it is, it's a good figure, and more power to him. Good for him. You know, I've
You know,
changed my mind from the
one
beginning.
day,
So
if that ever comes on eBay and I get that on auction for like 20 bucks or something, I'll pick it up. But I mean, I won't be buying doubles of that. And something that I open up for display, the fact that that falls out of his hands, like I said, that right there, that one little instance right there alone makes it not worthy in my eyes.
yeah, no, I
That
get you.
that ruins it for me.
Yeah.
That one little detail, like that is so frustrating.
Yeah, I don't get why, and we've talked about the hats and the things and they fall off. I don't get why the figures are so good, but it can't go the extra mile with the accessories almost and it's like these figures are the Lord Alfred Hayes. I used like Mattel mics, like
Yeah.
elite mics, and put it in the hands and it fit. So it's
Yeah.
like should have just copied that.
Yeah. Oh, damn. I don't know if you're part of a lot of these like Facebook groups that I don't know if it was like Shad Gauthier or someone like that. Damn, I might have the name wrong. I might have the name completely wrong, but someone made a Jim Neidhart custom figure, and I think they used a Jimmy Hart, if I'm not mistaken. And they put him in a pink suit, and the pink suit that they utilized. Hold that figure up right there, please. It looks identical to Mitch Ralston. Identical figure. And somebody put in the comments, it looks like Mitch G&G. And the guy responds, I have no idea who or what that is. And I'm like, dude, I highly doubt you don't know who that is because literally you made a direct replica of that exact figure. I mean, when you look at the face of the custom, yeah, it does look like Jim Neidhart, but it also looks like that exact like, dude, you made the G&G Mitch Ralston. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Exactly.
I just
Yeah,
thought that was amazing.
Yeah, the mic, that is disappointing though, because it's just like, I think you could see a little boom, gone. Now it's under the bureau. Now I got to go underneath and try. No, you know what I mean? Though that's what ends up happening with these little pieces. They fall, and then you got to find them. It's a pain. So
And when you have like Epic Toys and all these other companies that are like really solid, uh, KWK, you turn the figure over and you just sit there and like, I'm not gonna make the hand gesture because people are gonna like make it, but you sit there with that. Um, those damn suckers don't go anywhere. But for whatever reason, they just cannot get the darn microphone to stay in the hands tight and nice and firm, which sucks.
yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, it's disappointing because like I do love the figure. Same, the Papa Shango really let me down because otherwise that figure was awesome.
Yeah,
And it just, the hat not staying on, just really, I was like, oh man, if it just stayed on, this would be perfect. You know what I mean?
yeah. So I'm going to respond to the Lance here. So he's asking, or he's saying, I wish Watty would did drinking live streams every night. And so I actually cut drinking off about a week or two ago. I actually felt like I've been in a drunken haze for like a week straight, week and a half straight, and ever since I kind of cut it off about a week and a half ago or so, um, my health wise, like I've been feeling a lot more. I've been feeling a lot more healthy, uh, a lot more energetic, and shoot, like I've actually been even losing weight even. Um, for like 5 months, like ever since I started doing live streams, obviously I incorporate drinking into my live streams just for fun, try something different, something unique, something I don't do on a regular basis, right? And ever since I started doing live streams every week on a regular basis, my weight's stabilized, it's plateaued, and ever since I stopped drinking, guess what? Weight's gone down,
Yeah. Oh
like
yeah.
daily. So, I'm gonna try and like eliminate that from and kind of stay with what I've been doing, and hopefully by the end of the year, kind of see where I'm at. Uh, hopefully by my birthday in February, I will reach my goal because at where I was last October when I first went on my plan, if I had continued on the path, the level where I was my track, I probably could have hit my goal in like I probably would have hit my goal by this October. And in about 6 months, I basically plateaued and that sucked.
Yeah.
So from October to about April. So it sucks that over the last 6 months I haven't really done anything. So it's nice to see over this last week or so to actually drop like 4 pounds or so, and to see that kind of difference, it's nice just to see that progress. So, um, does that mean that when I reach my goal that I'm gonna continue to not drink? No, I'll probably re-enter the drinking back into the live streams. Does it mean I'm gonna be going hot and heavy and full on foul mouth drunkard every week? Probably not. But like L was saying in our live stream on Friday, have a little bit limitations during those streams. And maybe not 3 times a week. Maybe try to limit it to maybe once or maybe once a week or so.
Yeah. Well, dude, I think I've told you kind of in privacy. I don't drink, man.
Yeah,
I've been kind of off of that stuff for a long time. So you might, so maybe if anything, you could do Monday because you're in the company of me. I mean, so I'm not
yeah,
really. I got a, what do I got here? A strawberry monster. So, and dude, I'm not like trying to be a party pooper, but like you do seem like a lot more like this. I think this stream has gone a lot better. I think with you not drinking. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, yeah,
Like I think it's like because you're still, and I get it with drinking, you kind of fade in and out, but like you're like with it through the whole thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where
Absolutely.
before it would kind of be near the end and you'd be kind of checking out a little bit. So it's
Absolutely.
better all around and good for you, man. And you'll get that goal. Good for you. Seriously.
I appreciate it, bud. Oh shoot, man. I finally had my darn pool cleaners come today. They're more than just pool cleaners. They're the guys that from Blue World Pools that did the pool installation. So part one, I guess. I actually thought they were gonna do like a full on pool cleaning. Actually get the pH level, whatever that means. Get all the leaves out, get the bottom of the pool with all the leaves out of that. Get the filters and all that done. What do they call it? They called it winterization or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Got the tarp on it and everything, but they didn't do all of that. They just did put the tarp on and and it cost me like it cost me about $528. I'm like, that's a bit of a random number,
Yeah, yeah.
but I mean, they got most of the leaves out off the top, and they got the tarp over it, and all that, so they got it winterized. Now I just gotta wait for the darn guys that are building the deck to come back and finish that part because I'm ready to completely shut down the pool for the winter time and get my damn driveway back of the house completed for the winter. Um, once that's done, I'm kind of weird because I always want A to be done before I could do B. And like I want to like start working out in my garage gym, right? And for whatever reason, I'm putting that off until the pool deck is complete. And I don't know why my mind works that way, or like I won't clean my living room until the dishes are put away. Or I
Yeah,
won't put the dishes away until the clothes are put away. Or something like that. I mean, those are just examples, but
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's weird. But um like I always have to accomplish one task before I move on into another task. And these darn deck builders, it's taken like they haven't been back in like 2 months.
Oh, jeez.
Over 2 months now. And my dumbass paid them in full, and once they got paid in full, they decided they weren't gonna come back again. So,
Jeez.
uh, they said they were waiting on spindles. Apparently, these are the most fancy, out of the ordinary spindles in the world that just simply don't exist because that's what we were waiting on. Well, I finally got the spindles in a couple weeks ago, and now what are we waiting on? Well, now it's raining, so that's what we're waiting on. We're waiting for it to stop raining. We're in freaking Louisville, man. It's never gonna stop raining. It rains every single day of the week.
Oh, jeez.
So I'm like, oh hell, my damn deck is never gonna stop. Is never gonna get built.
Oh man. No, but I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, with the task, because like I want to like I'm thinking in my head like 5 things ahead on like what I want to do on YouTube, but I have to like slow down and like do the steps. Or when
Yeah,
I'm editing stuff, I'm like, I want to get to the vocals because that's my favorite part, but I don't want to do all the graphic stuff. So it's
yeah,
like, yeah, I'll have to do one thing before the other, and then it'll sort of interfere. Like, I won't um, get the trash together because I got to film something.
yep.
Yeah, I get it, man. I get
Oh man, just going through some of these right here. Uh, Mr. Bossman from Cobb County.
it.
Man, don't talk about Ray Trailer. That's one of my top 10 favorite wrestlers ever, and that's very sad. He was like what, 42, 43 when he died?
Mm.
Bossman.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was young.
Mm.
I
You
think he
got
was one of the
your
earlier ones to go too.
mm. Steve Austin is a tourist behind the scenes. He got Piper fired from podcast one for did he? Damn, I didn't know that. In fact, I actually saw a Facebook page that I probably saw this on Friday when I took my wife in to get her right shoulder surgery. She was getting what was it? Rotator cuff surgery on her right shoulder, and they were showing a Facebook reel of Owen Hart giving Steve Austin a pile driver that broke his neck, and Owen Hart, like, he gets up, what kind of walks away, kind of letting the referee check on him, and I think most wrestlers would have been like, jumped on him, pinned him or something, or would have kept on, would have picked him up, body slammed him, would have kept working him over or something. Owen Hart would have been like, no, he got up, walked away, let the referee, do what he had to do, check out, make sure he was okay and whatnot. And I guess that was the day that Vince McMahon decided, nope, no more pile drivers, no more tombstones, unless you're like Kane or Undertaker, and like this was like your main finisher or whatever. Because those guys, they had the height, so those heads were like buried between the legs, between the knees. So when they come down, they're protected because it's like the knees that hit the ground first. So, but Owen Hart, he like when you watch that scene, he came straight down on his butt, and
Yeah.
you could see Steve Austin's head just plummet
Yeah.
head first. So I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, yeah, like that was brutal. Um, like when you watch like Yokozuna like crush jobbers, and you see the 600-pound beast just full on 600 pounds land on these guys' chest. I'm like, dude, you're trying to murder these guys in the ring.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
Yeah, he was vicious with the jobbers, man. He just come down. I mean, I don't know how he didn't just crush their sternum. I mean, that dude was huge,
yeah,
and he would just come down like on the people he liked. You could tell because he held the ropes and
yeah,
not put his whole like ass into it. You know what I mean? So it's like, wow, man. And you were saying with the Austin thing, yeah, I remember that, and they did that like roll up, and it was like when I was watching it, I'm like, that's weird. So that's when I knew as a kid, like, oh, he's hurt, because I'm
yeah.
like, that roll up was really weird, like that he did. But now I know why, because his neck was broken. It's gonna be a little weird.
Yeah, but I heard that like I heard the complaint was that they were talking about this beforehand, and they were supposed to go like knee first, and he ended up going like butt first or something, and like he was like really pissed off about it. But shoot, not too long after, obviously this was what, 99 when Owen died.
Yeah,
I mean, you're a multi-billion-dollar corporation. Why the hell were they not checking the damn ropes? I mean, to this day,
yeah.
I still do not understand that.
No, I don't either. I mean, it's crazy to think like, and man, like it's great. That story's so sad too, because like when he was falling, he was telling like the ref to get out of the way and stuff.
Mhm.
And like, oh
Mm.
man, that's crazy. And how far he fell and where he fell, that whole thing. I mean, even if I wasn't a wrestling fan, that's just like sad. It's just really sad,
Absolutely.
man. Just
100%.
terrible. Still to this day, it's like, oh man.
Hey, Ross, what's happening, buddy? All right. I love when Watty's drinking. I feel like I'm at a with him, buddy. Uh, all right. Let's see what else we got on here. Shit. Ross. uh, Gibbs, I like that. That is hilarious. Ross, that's too funny, bud. The company that replaced my roof hasn't come back out to replace some vents, so I haven't made figure that would get them to schedule the work soon. That's what I should have done. I mean, they had like 3 increment payments that I should have been making, and I'm like, you know what? I figured my cheap ass would save like 20 cents by saving a few checks. So instead of writing 3 checks, I'd write 1 check. Instead of, writing 3 separate checks, I'd, save 20 cents here, 20 cents there. Nah, just write 1 check but yeah, you dumb fudge. That look what now look what happened. But it's not like, they're not reaching out to me. I mean, the guy, the well, not the guy, but the owner's son, whatever. I mean, he keeps in contact with me. He lets me know what's happening and everything. When I call him or when I text him, whatever, he always calls me back. He always texts me and everything. So it's not like there's no communication.
Right.
So uh, when like if there's new dirt coming in, or when there's new truckloads of sand that comes in, or when there's new parts that are coming in, like that stuff is being delivered and whatnot. You're not going to send all of these other materials to somebody's house if you don't have any plans of coming back and working on the stuff. That's just stupid. That's coming out of your, that's materials that you're ordering, and it's coming out of your payment that you receive. So I mean, they are going to come back eventually. It's just frustrating that it's not being done in my time frame.
Yeah. Yeah, I can only imagine, dude. Yeah, you have every right to be frustrated with that situation.
Though I feel as if I'm ditching her when I drink, I just need buddy time. That's good stuff. He could be going out to the bars. That's what's up. Oh, you don't have kids yet, man. Uh, you guys seen that damn ring doorbell video I posted on Halloween night? And you guys know, man, I don't have kids, right? And we were kind of talking about this during that live stream video. We buy candy to issue out to the kids. Now, obviously, we don't want to be getting up every 5 seconds to issue out candy to the kids. So we decided to set out, a table and put out a bowl of candy. So kids come, they want to reach in, grab a handful of candy, enjoy it. Now, because we got the ring bell, every time somebody shows up on to the door, we get a little notification, which is annoying, but whatever. And you always see the parents, grab one piece, but you don't have to grab one piece. Just reach in, grab a handful if you want it. There's a shitload of freaking candy in there. They're freaking suckers. Who cares if you grab a handful? Just grab a monster handful if you need to. There's plenty. I mean, we grab a freaking box like that damn big. Okay, there's plenty to go around. Uh, so towards the end of the night, you see these two girls show up, and why are they ringing the doorbell? That's a little bit fishy. Sorry. What the hell is about to happen now? Some shit's about to go down when they say sorry for no damn reason. Then you see these 3 damn hooligans show up to the freaking door. Motherfuckers, you're not even goddamn in costume. What the hell are you doing? Taking the whole goddamn bowl. I'm surprised these motherfuckers didn't take the damn bowl and the damn table to boot. And then they just start out to the damn darkness like freaking vampires. Little goddamn monsters. Of course, freaking YouTube. I found out from BBA that comments were turned off on that video, probably because freaking kids are involved in the video, but screw those little monsters. But and of course, because kids, I guess not only are comments turned off, but ads can't be played and limited ads and probably can't be monetized or whatever. I'm like, come on, man! It's like a minute long video, and I got like it's like a day later, I got like 10 views on the damn video. Jeez, like really? I'm like, I put in that little title of that video, "Little assholes at my door." With a title like that, you're telling me I didn't have 1 million views after one day? uh,
Oh man, that's funny, dude.
I thought I put like a funny title like that. I thought like that damn thing was gonna take a of course I thought comments would have been turned on. So, I thought comments were just exploded. Even people tuning in to curse me out would have, got like a million views or something. Like
Yeah, yeah.
it is what it is, whatever. Oh man. But it was fun though. Oh damn. So back in the day, man, like I used to watch my videos a lot, and sometimes I'd run my videos, a lot on my like I'd watch it on my cell phone, I'd watch it on my computer, so I'd get a lot of views that way, and then YouTube would go back and say, you know what, we're gonna take a lot of your views back. Like I'd have like 150 views on my video, and I'd watch it again, and then it'd go back from like 150 to like 76. I'm like, F you freaking YouTube. um, I don't do that anymore. I feel like I don't need to. I mean, with the sort of subscriber count I have, I shouldn't have to, right? Anyways, I noticed that one of my videos, one I was at like 243 views or something the last time I checked, and now it's at like 216. I'm like, how?
Yeah,
I'm not watching the videos like that. So how is my views going down when I'm not watching it like that? Other people are watching it, so how are you screwing me over, YouTube?
yeah,
Dang it.
yeah. Are they're erasing, like, the minds of, like, the people, like, we erased the minds of 43 people that saw that. They
I mean,
didn't see it.
like, seriously.
Like
Uh, Advocating out for everyone. Money and kids are bringing decisions. A couple needs to. uh, let's see what Ross says. It's funny as a kid, I had no idea Yokozuna was Simone. I always thought that he was a legitimate Japanese wrestler. I had no idea it was Samoan. Like I didn't know he was Samoan until I started collecting a few years ago. Like becoming a collector, I have learned so much about wrestling and about wrestlers' personal lives these last few years that I've ever known in my entire life. As a collective, that how amazing is that?
Yeah, no, same here. Cause I'd look into it, like, "Who is that guy?" And then I'd watch, like, a match, if I didn't know who it was, and I'd be like, "Oh, they're pretty cool, actually." Done that a bunch of times with the retros. I mean,
Mm,
if it hits in the WWF '90s, I'm all over it anyway. But if it's
yeah,
kind of like a FMW, like a Japan guy, I gotta look
yeah.
into it. Like that guy Onita, I watched a documentary on him because his figure was coming out, and I
Mm.
wasn't like familiar with him too much. So
Oh, dude, did you hear that freaking IRS is in hospice right now?
yes, yes, it
That
sucks,
that's
dude.
that is some bullshit. Like I've always loved the IRS gimmick. Like I don't know why whenever people talk about like bad gimmicks of the 1990s, why IRS is always mixed in with like Duke the Dumpster Drozy
Yeah,
or
yeah,
like Mantar
yeah,
or like what's another really bad one that always gets like a really or Bastion Booger or something. I don't know.
yeah,
But
yeah,
I thought IRS was a fantastic gimmick. I
yeah,
mean, an accountant, okay. An IRS accountant, fits in beautifully with $1 Million Man. I mean, Money Inc.
yeah,
was a
yeah,
fantastic tag team. So, like, I don't understand. Um, I don't see an issue with that gimmick at all. It worked.
yeah.
So,
He pulled it off. I mean, he pulled it off, and he could wrestle. I mean, for sure. Like he was a good wrestler, as it was in the ring. Good enough promo, and he got the point across with the tax cheats. I found it entertaining. I liked it actually, and like you said, perfect pairing, $1 Million Man. I was like, wow, Money Incorporated. That's
yeah.
perfect. Oh, we got the box. I see.
Yeah, man. We're running late, and I'm like, you did your bum boxing, and I'm like, dude, what am I waiting for? I look down, I'm like, I forgot all about this sucker. So Fly the L had shown this off on Friday, and I'm like, I got this in today, and I'm like, I know exactly what this is. What the hell is this?
What?
What kind of book?
Nice. Good job there.
What is this for shit? Oh god. Could you guys have destroyed this anymore? I mean, thank God I'm not a mint on card collector, right?
What the hell?
Because if I were a mint on card collector, I mean, I'd be a little bit pissed right now.
Yeah, I'd say so. I know. What the hell? Oh man. Yeah, that's rough, dude.
Oh god.
It's like they just tape pieces of cardboard together and like tried to
Right.
make one cardboard.
I mean, what do you think? Is it somewhat salvageable?
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's like
Oh man. What? What is that about, man? And that isn't that like a limited one too?
uh it doesn't say limited, but
I thought it was, but might be wrong.
it's okay. I got two suckers in there, so I'm not fretting.
Wow, man.
But
Yeah, that
I
that
finally
cardboard
have a
box
card I
still.
can throw away. I said I can have a card I could throw away. Now, damn, this sucker's literally stuck on there. You know what? I do want to give Brian Myers credit. He does have like three of the best figures of the entire line.
Yeah.
So
No, his are good. Yeah.
his series one figure was pretty darn awesome. Series
Yeah.
10 was really good. And this is basically his series 10 figure, but I like this one better because it's it's like the Flash.
Yeah.
I mean, really good paint scheme.
Yeah. I like it.
I mean,
Yeah, I like
the
it a lot.
the series 10, I mean, it was just really dark and just very plain though.
Wow. Yeah, that's nice, dude.
Yeah, so L had shown it off a little bit, and you got a little TNA up there, which I like that. I mean, a little bit dark, so you really can't make it out too well. But is that
Yeah.
TNA or is that looks like PNA to be honest?
A new
But that
promotion.
let's see what it says here. Trust the system. Now, a figure like this, if I were to enter a figure like this into the My Favorite LJN tournament, I think this is a type of figure that could, I don't want to say it could win an LJN tournament, but this is something that could go very far in a tournament
Oh yeah, I
because
bet.
this is a very good figure.
Yeah.
Not the best fighting pose in the world, but solid. Like, this is a very enjoyable piece. A
Yeah.
very playable figure, awesome look,
Yeah.
fantastic color scheme. This is arguably one of the greatest figures in the Big Rubber Guy collection.
It looks
Now,
really good, dude. Up close. I've seen it in the package, but yeah, man, that face it looks that looks exactly like him in the pose. I know maybe not the most playable, but I've seen him do that before. So like that's pretty cool, man. And
so
I like the color scheme. It reminds me of Hogan. You know?
yeah, so we could always do like an individual tournament, like a My Favorite Big Rubber Guys tournament. I mean, if they come out with, let's say, like another 20 figures or so, I mean, this could be a potential a champion right here.
Yeah.
So, John Simard, he has a he makes a lot of AWA Rumco customs, and he puts these figures up on Facebook, and the viewers they come on Facebook and they vote for their favorite figure, and in each round, they vote for new figures that move on to the next round and so on, and then he crowns the champion, this promotion champion, etc. So he has like 100 million customs that he creates. I was thinking about doing something similar. Instead of doing like a Facebook or instead of doing like YouTube videos, and I pick based on that, probably posting it on, YouTube community page and have my viewers select their favorite based on those individual matchups. But I just figured that would take way too long to do it like that. One, this figure versus that figure, bam, select another matchup, that figure, bam. So that's why I just decided to do video form. But this is an excellent piece.
Yeah, man. No, it looks it, dude. Yeah, because I like that first one, but I think I like that color scheme better.
Yeah,
The
so
red and yellow.
I'm looking at this card, the Matt Cardona right up here with the
Yeah.
American color scheme. I don't have that one, so I know I'm missing that one, and I know I'm missing the Bloody Harley race.
Oh,
So those
okay.
two I'm definitely missing, and I think those were like some kind of exclusive Comic-Con exclusives or something.
Yeah, I think
So
so.
the rest of these. Well, the Legion of Doom I have, the green Ric Flair I have, obviously the pink Macho Man I have, and the
Yeah.
black Danhausen I have. The rest of them should be doing at some point, but
So
I don't know.
you've been pre-ordering from them pretty much every time?
Yep, yeah, and all these checklists down here, I don't like this. I used to love the fact that they had it all their figures like so, but
Yeah.
now that
Yeah.
they've done this, I don't
That's
like that.
cool. Yeah, no, that definitely reminds me of back in the day. And they have a lot of figures. That's a lot of figures.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that till you just showed me the list of like there's like three huge paragraphs.
Yeah, they're probably up to about six. No, they're probably more than 60. They're probably up to
Wow.
about 80 by now.
I gotta
Because they
say
got,
they're putting them out there. They're
I
pumping
mean,
them out, man.
well, they got a bunch of variants though. That's why.
Yeah,
Like,
that too. Yeah. No, that
they
is
got a
true.
ton of variants and a lot of pre-orders. So I think a lot of their pre-orders aren't due out till, let's say, May. So
Yeah.
they probably have about at least 3 series that are probably due out between now and May.
Yeah.
So, and how many more series are going to be expected or going to probably be pre-orders between now and May, let's say.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So even more figures are probably going to be expected to be produced by then.
Yeah. Because then you get the regular monthly release, and then who knows, with like limited edition, they might just drop something new that you don't expect. So,
I was like, I got a problem. He's got so many more pre-orders. That's that's funny. Larry Nabisco. I'm still kind of contemplating that Larry the dog, or yeah, Larry the dog, glow in the dark. But I mean, I just can't bring myself to get any more zombie sailors at this point. I mean, $15 for that dog, but not too bad. But I'm like, nah.
when he said Larry Nabisco, I had this out for a video that I might be doing soon. I think you might recognize him.
Larry Zabisco.
Yeah, yeah. He's got that stomach thing or whatever. Like something's going on with his skin. Poor guy. But the Larry Nabisco just reminded me of that. That was funny.
uh, those two little girls appear pretty sweet. Oh, excuse me. Uh, hey, what's up, Dave? uh, it's on to heckle the hecklers. What type of candy did you have at No, I would just rather like suckers and, lollipops and whatnot, blow pops and things like that. So it's a mixture of, like, those big blow pops and then, also, some smaller, lollipops and stuff. Money Inc. was fantastic. Apparently, Vince game era gimmick because Vince was being sued for back taxes, I think. Oh, man. There's such good stuff right there. Uh, those were the inventors. Hey, but they were affordable. Like, we got, like, this massive box of those darn suckers, and they were, like actually, they're, like, 50 damn dollars, but they're, like, 50 bucks, but they're, like, 3,000 those suckers in there, though. So, I mean, the box was, like, yay big.
Jeez.
So, it was 50 bucks, but it was like I said, there was, like, 3,000 of them. So
Wow. Yeah.
we made sure that we had enough for, like, shoot. I mean, that damn thing should last us for not only this year, but next year, probably 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 the year after.
Yeah, there you go. Stocking up.
Uh, I mean, they're suckers. So I mean, those damn things should last for like 50,000 years, right?
Yeah, yeah, there you go. Last the
uh,
test of time.
mm. Oh damn, was it a massive heart attack? Was that what it was? Mm. Hospitalized for over a month. Oh shoot, everybody's freaking having a heart attack this year.
Mm. Yeah, dude, that's terrible, man. Sorry about that, dude.
I don't have his series one, but got the other two. His last one, yeah, with the what was the red championship belt? Was it going for Iron Man on this big? The Vince Russo special TNA means what you think it means. I basically buy pre-order any I can. I still won't pay the exorbitant eBay prices though. Oh god, no. I mean, eBay prices aren't always bad. It depends on who you buy from. I mean, like that one, those one sellers I used to buy from, which I used to think were decent. WSC, I think they used to be called. I used to think they were decent, and then I realized that they were a bunch of scumbags too. And it takes them like a month before they even change your freaking shipping from paid to shipped. And I bought from them 100,000 times. And the last time I bought from them, like I bought from, whenever I buy something, I buy two of them, because I one carded, one I opened display loose. And whatever I bought from Big Rubber Guys, I only bought one. And I'm like, okay, damn, I need to get a second set. So I won an auction and I won another set of figures that I was able to that I wanted to open up. It was like 3 weeks later, and these guys still hadn't shipped my item out. Now you guys know me, like I'm not the type of person like, hey, where's my shit? Why haven't you shipped my shit? Like 2 days later, like where's my shit? Why haven't you shipped? No, I am very patient. Like for me, it's like it arrives when it arrives. But when it's 3 weeks later and you haven't even changed the status from paid to shipped, that's concerning. And I bought from you 100,000 times, and when I reach out to you and like, hey, I'm just reaching out to check on the status of this order, not being rude or being an asshole. I'm just being, just basic question, and you give me a freaking attitude problem. Like, oh, well, you look at the status or look at the description. It says, I got to this date to ship the item out. Like, you freaking asshole.
Yeah,
Give me a
really.
give me a freaking attitude problem. I'm like, dude, I'm a freaking repeat buyer. I mean, even if I was a first time buyer, I'm a freaking customer, and more importantly, it's a freaking basic general question. It's a human decency to just answer a fucking question. It's courtesy,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, I don't get it why like certain sellers and then even certain companies, it's just like getting communication is like, trying to get water in the Sahara. It's like what
yeah,
the like what's going on? Like leaving me high and dry.
you know what's also funny is when I finally did get my product, like a month and a half later, I did leave them positive feedback. But in the comments, I left a description of what happened in with that transaction. You know, I probably said something about, hey, shipping took a million years. Probably not so eloquently. I probably said it a little bit more respectfully, but I probably said shipping took forever. And excuse me. Oh damn. I always got stuffy nose. And I left positive feedback. That is who cares what I said in the comments. I left positive feedback. And they blocked me. I will never in a million years understand eBay sellers.
Yeah.
This buyer has bought from you plenty of times before. They have always left you positive feedback. They have always messaged you and always had a good interaction with you in messaging. And for whatever reason, you don't like the comments that they left in the remarks, and you block them.
Yeah.
They're repeat buyers and they give you positive feedback and you block them. Like,
Yeah.
what kind of ignorance is that?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
makes no
Like
sense to me.
yeah, like it's like you want to sell things, right? Like that's kind of yeah. I never get that either, and like you got to take criticism. Like it's just kind of silly to like walk around just like oh nothing can be said about me that's critical, or I'll block you, and then na 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 boo boo.
It's the same thing with like these different companies that are selling these retro figures. You get
Yeah,
on Facebook and you say, "Hey, I like your figures, but I would, me personally as a buyer, I would prefer this. I would recommend these changes." And then
yeah,
they block you off these Instagram accounts or off these Facebook accounts, etc. Like zombie sailors, grapples get whatever. You can't criticize or you can't make recommendations. I mean, it's like, oh, this is my way or the highway type of deal. It's like, dude, grow up.
yeah,
You're a buyer, you're a creator, you're a seller. Listen to your freaking fan base. Listen to your customers.
yeah,
Um, and eBay sellers, they're no freaking different. It's sad. It's like, okay, whatever. Um,
yeah.
that's why I'm like, and I think the company was called WSC. I don't remember what they stood for. Like Wrestle, I almost called them Wrestle something. Maybe Wrestle S Collection, or I don't remember. But they're really shitty, man.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's
not something I
yeah,
think.
no, I'm with you, man. I can't it makes no sense. It just doesn't make any sense.
Oh damn. So L got the Macho Man Big Rubber Guys USA version. Damn. Did I get the Big Rubber Guys Macho Man USA? Was there a Big Macho Man USA? Shit, there was a Macho Man USA.
Oh
I'm missing
crap.
that one too. Yeah, there was. I'm missing that one
Oh,
too. So I'm missing Matt Cardona USA and I'm missing Macho Man USA.
huh. Yeah, that Macho Man looks nice.
All right, so I'm missing three figures then, not two. I'm missing the Independence Day for Matt Cardona, Macho Man, and what did I say? Bloody Harley Race.
Yeah. Yeah. Still
Damn.
though, that's pretty good, dude. You've been keeping up pretty good. Still.
Oh, wait. No. Ah, damn. I feel like I ordered a damn Macho Man, but it could be just the grapples and gimmicks Macho Man that I got
Oh yeah, yeah. They had
because
that
there's
one too.
there's just so many damn similar figures. It's just so hard to keep up with everything. That's what's so
I know.
frustrating right now. And that's why I'm thinking about completely stopping because not only financially is it strapping, not only is it space, is I'm lacking space, but also this right here. It's like it's hard
Yeah,
to keep track of everything.
yeah. No, yeah, it's definitely crazy. Like I just collect retros and I'm overwhelmed just in that. But well, there are like 30,000 companies of retros. So.
One benefit of Warehouse Club. I used to get Halloween candy pretty cheap. Mm. So he was asking. So I was asking about Hughes, and I actually like that Mr. Hughes figure. And he was probably like the only one from what was that Series 5 that I was actually really interested in. Mostly because he's like one of those bulkier characters I always love the bulky figures. So that's the only reason I like that one. Plus the urn. I like the urn. So
Yeah,
that was also interesting to me as well.
no, definitely. Areas.
You said he had the same body as the Amish character.
um, I'm trying to think. Oh, it looks like the Amish Roadkill. I don't have that figure though. Amish Roadkill. I think it might be the same body. I see it on the back, except Mr. Hughes has the urn hand and a different tie
Gotcha.
and actually a different hat too. But usually, I will say with the zombie, the hats do fit. I'll say that much. They do usually. But yeah, that figure looks good. I'm probably gonna bum box or unbox that probably soon. Yeah, that one I was actually probably the most excited.
Go,
It's
go,
been
go.
long overdue for a figure for Mr. Hughes.
Nice. So wrestling collector shop. L was able to fill me in with the name. And I knew somebody was gonna be able to know who I was talking about. I Yeah, those they suck. And I think they actually went out of business. And if they did, good riddance.
I know that company. I do. I actually picked up some like wrestle something wrestlers like real cheap from them, like the Chelsea Green and what was the other? Oh, Effie. And I use them as crowd people in my fig fed. It works out good.
But yeah, man, I mean, I was pretty happy at first because like a lot of duplicate big rubber guys like from other eBay sellers. You look at their prices. You're talking $100 and 125, 150, like crazy. But you go to like WSC and they're like in the 40, 50, $60 range, like where they should be, right? Just like you're buying from big rubber guys. It was awesome. Or they'd have auctions and you'd get them on auction for the 40, 50, 60, $70 range, depending on what the figure is. And that was great. You win on auction just where you should be.
Right.
So I talked about I didn't start buying duplicates of my big rubber guys until around Series 5 with the British Bulldogs. And so if I wanted to go back and buy previous series, I really couldn't do that. And so when I wanted to go back, if I wanted to buy, let's say Series 9 with, I don't know, who was Series 9, like Ethan Page, I think, or I don't know, who the Hardys, I think, maybe Matt Hardy. So like those guys, I could go to WSC on eBay and buy those figures on auction and get them for a decent price. Wouldn't have to pay $100+ for them from other eBay sellers. But and after buying multiple figures from them in the past, I was satisfied. I mean, you have, like I said, you have to sit around for a month and wait for them to ship the stuff out, but or before you get the stuff out. But you'd basically wait for like 2 weeks or so, and you'd get them in the mail. It takes about a month or so before you get your package. But this time, I was saved for like 3 weeks, and these weren't pre-orders. In the past, I mean, I had already received my package, so I knew that they were already in hand. So if I had my package received, I knew darn well that these guys already had their figures in hand. And so I knew it's not like you're waiting for a pre-order to be received. And then when I asked them about it, they gave me some smart ass response like, "Oh, how do you know we're not pre-orders?" I don't know what the hell they said. I can't remember. This was like earlier this year. Just ignorance. Um, yeah, I wouldn't buy from them. I wouldn't recommend them. Like I said, a lot of people that want to get their stuff as soon as possible that just don't have the patience to be sitting around for a month, especially with eBay having only a 30-day money back guarantee. That is another huge issue.
Yeah.
You're not protected. I have a seller that I bought from plenty, but I haven't. I bought something back on August 31st, and we're past. October 31st was 2 full months. Guess
Mhm.
what? Never received my product. I was a Sergeant Slaughter custom, and eventually I had to go through my bank and let them know, hey, I bought this item two months ago, never received my product. I need you guys to I need to dispute this transaction because eBay refused to refund me. The seller wouldn't refund me, and absolutely worthless on both sides. And it was straight bullshit, right?
Mhm.
And oh well, this was past the 30-day money back guarantee. Motherfucker, what do you want me to do? Like I thought it was like 60 days or 90 days money back guarantee. Nope. Like when the hell did you kick it back to 30 days?
Mm.
You'd think eBay would do the right thing and take care of you. No.
Yeah.
Well, so when they take 3 weeks to ship your stuff out, and at that point 3 weeks had passed, and it's not like it was 3 weeks later and then they shipped it out. No, it was still more days that passed before they shipped it out, and I think it was actually closer to a month before they finally shipped it out. So it's not like it was just 3 weeks. I reached out to them and then they shipped it out. No, like it was literally closer to a month, maybe even a full month.
Wow. Yeah, now that we're talking about it, that is the company that I was thinking of that takes forever. You're right. Like I won a couple auctions off of them and then messaged them and they didn't get back to me. And then I got a notice though that it shipped and that it was gonna arrive or whatever. So I let it go. Didn't say much after that, but it was pretty annoying.
Oh man, Ellis talking about candy. Man, I've been freaking dieting for like the last hardcore, like for like the last week or two, and you're bringing chocolate up. L, I am so mad at you, buddy. God dang it. uh, man, when I was a kid, I probably would have said Nestle Crunch. Today, I'd probably go with. I'd probably say Milky Way is probably my number one favorite. I don't know. Milky Way is probably my number one. I don't know if Nestle Crunch would necessarily be my number two, but I'd probably say Milky Way, Nestle Crunch, Three Musketeers as my top three. Top five, I don't know. Because there's just so many. Kit Kat would have to be up there. Uh, Peanut butter cups would be up there. Uh, what else would I put? 100 grand. I saw that in the comments. Yeah, I mean, 100 grand would probably be in the top five.
I used to like a nice little Butterfinger. Butterfinger. You remember them?
Man, I can't stand. I mean, I don't hate peanut. I don't hate Butterfingers. Like I like peanut. I like the Butterfingers only because of Bart Simpson, and I love the
Yeah,
commercial.
yeah, yeah.
So I loved it for that purpose. Now, today I would probably like it a whole lot more, but like my
Yeah,
taste buds as a kid would have been like, eh.
yeah,
But
yeah. No, I hear you. Yeah, I did the same thing because Bart was on the commercial. I that was why I even tried one. Was
but
because Bart was on the commercial.
it's like Snickers. I mean, I love Snickers as a kid, but like, would they have been the favorite? No. Today, I would say Snickers is a top 10,
Yeah,
not,
Snickers are damn good. Yeah, for
but
sure.
like, it's a top 10, but not a top five. Uh, Rolos, but I would say Rolos is mixed in
Mm,
with Milky Way though. But then
yeah.
again, I would have to say that 100 grand is mixed in with Milky Way.
Oh,
So 100
I like
grand,
Twix too. Twix were good.
yeah, I mean, I would say a Twix would be a top 10, but not necessarily a top five.
Yeah.
Uh, See, I'm mentioning candies that my wife always buys. She goes and she buys like goes on Amazon, buys like these boxes of like 36 bars, and I'm like, dude, why do you always buy like these big ass boxes? so,
Oh man.
so you think about you see like these boxes of like little Debbie's that we get in a bulk, man. Yeah, we got like big old boxes of bulk of those damn suckers. Oh man, M&Ms would have to be up there, of course.
Oh yeah.
You can't forget M&Ms at all. So, I mean, dang. I kind of feel like we're leaving out like fruity candies. Like, I mean, do you put like Skittles or anything up there? Probably not.
Oh, Skittles. I don't mind them. I kind of prefer the chocolate stuff, the chocolate candy. Hey, dude, you there?
Yeah, I'm still here, bud. Oh,
Black on my screen. Oh, there you go. There you are.
I learned that the last time that happened, you got to hit the little buttons that do this.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I see it right. I see it on my screen. Yeah.
All right. The absolute worst Halloween candy for me is when you get those hard root beer barrels. Do I know what those are? I think I know what those are. Are those like the little circular candies, I think, with like the little holes around the edges or something, if I recall correctly?
I remember getting these things called like Mary Janes that were kind of weird, like way back though.
I don't want to say the worst candies because my grandpa, when I was young, he always had those those hard candies, those Werthers. Now, I actually really like those, but like they're not the type of candy you would eat that you would sit there and chow down on. They're like more grandpa type candies.
Yeah. Yeah. Or like actually you said grandpa candies, like Werther's originals. I actually love
Yep.
those. Those are
Yeah.
really good. I like those.
Hold on a minute. I gotta ban Ross from my channel. He just complained about candy corn.
Oh no.
I I love I love candy corn, dude.
I
I do not know why candy corn gets so much hate. I think candy
don't
corn
mind
is
it.
fantastic. I will
Yeah.
sit there and I will freaking dive into candy corn, eat the hell out of those. I think they're I think they're amazing. I think
Yeah.
candy corn deserves to be on my top 10 list of favorite candies.
Yeah, I don't mind it. It's not a top one, but I don't I like it though. It's not like bad or anything. I'll eat those, sure. I won't put it in my top, but I'll say that well, it's maybe around the Halloween time, maybe just like nostalgia. I can give it a top 10. I think.
Do you remember those weird orange and black wrapped candies? Orange and black wrapped. Orange and black wrapped.
Oh,
I don't think so. I'm thinking hard. I can't. think of anything that's orange and black wrapped.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Except like Reese's cups, but those are pretty easy to identify.
S can't think of anything. I like candy corn, but somehow much better. Let's see, it's, peanut butter-ish flavored, I think. I'm drawing a blank. I can't think of that, oh.
Hmm.
Peanut chews, mm, candy corn is a divisive candy, it seems. That's pretty oh, man. Is this gonna be like the new topic of discussion on every live stream that we're moving away from zebra cakes and now it's gonna be like candy corn? It's gonna be like the major topic of discussion.
Candy corn will be the new thing.
Oh, man.
Or those candy pumpkins. They're like candy
Mm,
corn, except they're just shaped like a pumpkin.
maybe we'll catch my WCS comment. Oh, hell. Did I miss a WCS comment? I gotta go back. Which comment was it? Hold on, I gotta go back now. Wrestling collector. Apparently, I got lucky as most of my eBay orders from them were shipped fairly quickly. Picked up quite a few cheap. No, I saw that one. Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, I have to say that Al mentioned candy pumpkins, or the candy, yeah, the candy pumpkins. So he did mention that a while back. So just gotta throw that in there.
All right. All right. So I just scrolled all the way down just to see how far back I am. Not too far back, so that's good.
Oh, okay, yeah, Flydale knows about those Mary Jane candies. One was rectangular and one was peanut butter kisses. I don't know if I've had the peanut butter kiss, but I definitely had the rectangular ones. Yeah, that was always one back in the day I'd have in the old candy bag.
What's with demolitions? Yeah, those freaking demolitions. I mean, I actually, hey, this time for demolition for Series 12 Big Rubber Guys, I think I talked about this. I actually ordered 3 sets this time around, and I'm probably gonna put that third set in storage, and I'm gonna sit on those suckers. I'm gonna sit on those suckers, and I'm gonna wait for like 3 years because if those suckers are anything like Series 2, in not even 3 years, in like 2 months, those suckers are gonna go from like $50 each to like $200 a piece,
Hmm.
which means in like 3 years, those suckers are gonna be like $800 a piece. And I don't have to wait no 5, 10, 20 years to sell those suckers. And that doesn't mean I'm scalping. No, I don't have to scalp them. In fact, I don't even have to put them on eBay for a set price. I will put them up on auction. I don't have to do a set price. I don't have to be an asshole. I don't have to scalp. I will put them up for 99 cents. Let's say, I don't know, $10 shipping, whatever. I think $10 shipping is fair. Or whatever weight,
Yeah,
size box,
right.
whatever shipping price is,
Yeah.
and let it sell for whatever it's gonna sell for, and bring in whatever cost it's gonna earn. Because even if it doesn't sell for the $400 it's gonna sell for, the $600 it's gonna sell for, whatever, it's still gonna earn a whole lot more than what I paid for it.
Oh yeah.
Because damn it, look at Series 2.
Yeah.
Like, literally within a couple of months, few months after those suckers, came out. They went from $50 figures to a they're selling for like $200, $250 a piece. And I'm
Yeah,
like, Jesus, if I had known those suckers were worth that much, and it doesn't even matter which variation you're looking at,
yeah,
variant A or variant B for either figure, they're they're both valuable. I'm like, that's crazy.
yeah.
So I'm hoping that the Series 12 are gonna be worth just as much money. So
No, man, that's a solid investment. I don't think there's actually anything really actually hotter now than like the big rubber guys. Like pretty much like that's what I see when I go on eBay that's getting like the big money.
yeah, I mean, so like, I mean, at one point I talked about in this past, like I always thought that a good investment was in grapples and gimmicks and zombie sailors. And I always say, just because I wasted my money paying $125 for a zombie sailors figure doesn't mean other people are going to pay $125 for zombie sailors. I didn't know any better. I was a new collector in zombie sailors, so when I saw Pink Pants Sabu selling for 125, that's what I thought the going rate for zombie sailors. That's what I thought the going rate was. And so when I saw, pre-orders for Zombie Sailors and I bought 3 figures, I'm like, "Okay, these figures selling for $120 on eBay, Mercari. Let me buy 3 of them because once you have 3 of them in hand, they're gonna end up selling on eBay for $120. So you're gonna be able to sell the 3rd one for 120 bucks later on and earn all your money back. Never gonna happen. I literally have all of these figures sitting in my garage on the shelf, boxed up, ready to sell for years.
Yeah.
They just there's no value in them. But I'm hoping that Zombie Sailor or damn it, Big Rubber Guys is different. Crusher Krushka. Man, that's something that they need to make with Big Rubber Guys. Khrushchev. That'd be awesome. Of course, as a kid, I didn't know the face paint covered him up pretty well in demolition. If you get lucky, WCS had some good deals, but I found most eBay shippers ship almost immediately. WCS wouldn't, and apparently pre-orders from this were a nightmare. Yeah, I mean, they a lot of their stuff was on hand though. I mean, like the figures I had that I had bought from them, the last order I bought from them, I had already received mine, and they were their factory. They actually have their stuff in hand, ready to go most of the time. So it's not like so if you're like a non-business like myself, and if I have my stuff in hand, then an actual company like them, like an actual brick and mortar store, would actually have the figures in hand. So when I went and I bought the stuff from them, why were you guys waiting a month to ship out this product? It just did not make any sense. And if they didn't have it in hand, they could have easily said, "Hey, product not in hand, expected arrival on this date," or something. They could have given me some information, but they wanted to be complete jackasses and give me this bone and give me the smart ass response and give me a little photo screenshot of uh, in the description of ships on this date, like total jackasses, like real smart ass response. And I'm like, dude,
Yeah, I
it
don't
really shows. It really shows what kind of professional, what kind of adult you are by doing that.
Yeah, these companies like with the or eBay sellers with the attitude problem. I don't know if they think that's like cute or something, but like it's really not. It's like, what are you doing? I think we touched on it a little bit earlier about like, you're a seller. I assume you want to sell product. And I don't know how like putting down your own customers is like an effective way to like do business. I'm not like I don't have a business degree or anything, but I
Mm.
think I can even figure that out.
Uh, well, look at it this way. I've got 2 business degrees, and they have done absolutely nothing for me, so don't feel bad.
Well,
Shoot. Mm. I tell you, man, damn college is a damn ripoff. Colleges, they just want to take your damn money and just put you right on through. I will always argue, do not send your kids to damn college. College does nothing to benefit you whatsoever. So I'm I will always tell any parent that wants to send their kid to college, send them to a trade school,
Yeah,
get them educated in in as an electrician or or plumbing or something of that effect because that is a skill that's worthwhile.
yeah, not for
But
sure.
like for me, I went as a I went as a business administrator. Went to school for business administration. What the hell does a business administration for bachelors or masters get me? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
So
No, I get it, man. Yeah, and if you had learned a trade, yeah, I get it. Uh,
let's see, 100%. That's what I
um,
love.
my phone's getting to that low point, dude.
Oh
Where
yeah,
where my stream craps out. It's getting there. I think I still get a few minutes, but I was just letting you know if I disappear, it's not anything personal.
oh, you're good, man. In fact, I think we're almost at the end of the comments, and
Yeah.
once I hit the end of the comments, I mean, I'm pretty much good,
Oh yeah.
because we hit the 2 hour mark. So
Oh nice. Oh yeah, we did.
I think the tights blue were W. Yep. Oh, were they the WCS? The blue trunks were WCS exclusives. That's fun. I didn't know that. Huh. I do like the internet, not if not because of my IT job, but there are obvious bad things too. Just talking about his. Thank God we have the internet, to be honest. That's funny. Mm, that's awesome. Hey guys, I'm just trying to shoot through these live streams. That way we can make sure or try to read through these comments, just make sure I don't miss anybody. 25 is actually moderate for a wrestling fig collector. Duh. I was just trying to. There are probably some folks that have ordered 25 Metallurgy and Hogan's. Only 25? You know, I ordered 30 the other day.
Wow, man. Holy crap.
For me, drinking has taken over for eating disorders. I partially. All right. Oh. Tropical Skittles. What the? I thought I was almost done with these. I don't want to shoot to the bottom because I wanted to check to see where I was, but I'm worried that I'm gonna miss my spot here at the end. Ah, taffy. I love taffy.
Hmm. Let me see.
Oh, nope. Here we are. All right, guys. I think I might be right here at the end. Just a few more comments. Hey, Ahmad, what's going on, brother?
Oh, hey, what's up, Ahmad? Fly the L. I see Egross.
Uh, Basically today, talking vintage stuff as always. Talking. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't talk music today.
Uh,
It was
well,
in the, and I even talked put it in the title.
yeah, we'll get it down. We'll do it sometime, I'm sure.
Yeah, but we're actually getting ready to tune out today, aren't we? Uh, so, any plans for next week? Next week's show.
um, all right. No, I like how it goes. I'll see, kind of what comes in or what the topic is, and I'm pretty good with the wrestling stuff, but I can go a little outside. But I like going with the chat too, because I see Fly the L's get Tool, Ramstein, Led Zeppelin, Alice in Chains. Those are all pretty solid, dude. Yep.
Okay.
Token. I can get down with that.
That sounds good. And also,
So yeah, maybe in the future we'll talk a little music or on the next one.
sounds awesome. And hey, take care, Ross, bud. I really appreciate you tuning in, bud. Um, and also, hell, with it being Monday, let's see. Damn, I was just thinking. Well, actually, the tournament's gonna be on Sunday, so Monday's gonna be perfectly fine. So Monday is going to be episode 4. Well, that'd be part 3, so that'll be fine. So it's gonna be the third episode of the tournament. So we'll actually have a lot of things to talk about
Yeah.
in regards to the actual tournament.
Yeah, definitely.
Uh, so that'll be fun, I guess.
Yeah, that's a
Um,
good topic.
other
Definitely.
than that, I mean, any incoming collections? I mean, you guys see, I'm not really picking up stuff anymore, and so eBay purchases have pretty much come to an end. Grapples and gimmicks. I'm not really picking up anything from there anymore. I've stopped Zombie Sailors. The other companies, Wrestle Something Wrestlers, Epic Toys, I mean, they don't really come out with a lot of stuff that often. We still talk about Latuni, obviously. They got a lot of stuff coming in.
Oh, dude, I meant to say that, man. That was awesome with Latuni.
Oh
I
yeah.
didn't get to see it live, but like I watched it back after. That was awesome, dude. I wish I was there live for it.
Yeah, freaking having a mod on the freaking show was freaking amazing.
Yeah.
I learned so freaking much from having him on the show, and having that expertise and that knowledge of his process from start to finish, going through the factories and um, from the beginning, like how he from his childhood and how he obviously had his favorite figures and how he had like his Thundercats, right? Like his favorite toy line, stuff like that. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I love that aspect because like I kind of incorporate that to like my childhood of having my Thundercat figures, right? And how I had used that during play when I was a kid. So I'm like, dude,
Yeah, yeah.
to have that kind of that comparison, I'm like, that's so freaking cool. Um, so it was nice talking to him and then having him on the show. So like, I'd like to have him on the show again. Like maybe have him like as a regular on Saturdays. Now, obviously, he's busy because he has to run his own company, obviously. So I
Yeah.
understand it's not gonna be like a weekly basis or anything, but
Yeah.
I definitely would like to have him on the show on a more consistent basis if possible. And what we did last week, having you on Mondays, bum breaking action on Wednesdays, having L on Fridays, maybe having a mod on Saturday or something.
Yeah.
That's so much fun. I like that aspect.
Yeah.
Can I
No, it's a
continue to do
solid,
4 live?
solid lineup. If I toot my own horn, I'm tooting everybody's horn. Everybody's good. No, I honestly do like well, I like your stream solo, but I do like the two-person element. And everybody that you brought on has been great, dude. Like Fly the
Yeah.
L, Bone Breaker, Latuni, they all did great and do great. I hope they continue.
And I mean, I love doing these live streams. They're always so much damn fun. But let's see what we got here. Send one of these message and see if we can get something. Uh yeah. So fortunately today we didn't have as many spammers, but I mean we do get some in here and there, which
Yeah, yeah. I'm used to it. I see him.
but I mean we had a good 2 hour show today, and I mean
Yeah,
shoot, this was a really good fun one, and I mean
yeah, for
still
sure.
one of the better ones I think. So, like I said, I mean, not drinking, I think definitely helped.
Yeah,
But,
man. No, this is yeah. I like this. This is a good one. Not that they weren't like good before, but yeah, this
oh,
one
absolutely.
seemed a lot smoother. Actually, I think.
Hey, Ross and no, thanks so much, guys. But guys, for all the viewers and commenters, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, guys, we always appreciate you. To Bum Shadows, man, always
Yeah,
appreciate having you on the show,
thank you,
man.
brother. Thank you.
Oh,
Always a good time. Thank you for having me.
absolutely. So I just want to thank everybody for tuning in, and until next time, guys, take care, everybody.
All right. Good night, everybody.